Have you considered who you should live with after the age of 70 to stay safe, happy, and truly independent? While the choice might seem straightforward, it can have a significant impact on the quality of your life. At this stage, every decision becomes more important, and where you live and who you live with can determine whether you thrive in your golden years or gradually lose your freedom. Some people in their 70s enjoy warm companionship, steady support, and peace of mind because they made the right choice. Others, however, find themselves in stressful, lonely, or unsafe situations that drain their health and dignity over time. The key difference lies in making the right choice before it's too late. In this video, we'll discuss 5 types of people you might choose to live with after 70. These insights come from the real experiences of older adults who have walked this path before, not from guesses or myths. These are real patterns observed by researchers, caregivers, and elders themselves, and they can have a huge impact on living a long, healthy, and meaningful life. By the end of this video, you'll know which people can provide strength and security, and which arrangements could quietly put you at risk. Stay with me until the end, because the final person on this list is often overlooked, but can make the biggest difference in your future well-being. Let's start with the first type, an adult child who respects your independence. One of the best choices you can make after 70 is living with an adult child. For some, it offers the perfect combination of family support and the comfort of familiar relationships. But the key is choosing the right child, one who respects your independence and doesn't make you feel like a burden. Take Dorothy and Linda, both 79 years old. Dorothy moved in with her daughter, who welcomed her warmly, created a private space for her, and made sure she was included in family meals while also giving her time to herself when needed. This arrangement allowed Dorothy to feel safe, loved, and part of daily life without losing her sense of control. Linda, however, moved in with her son, who had good intentions but often treated her more like a patient than a parent. He made decisions without consulting her, criticized her choices, and made her feel dependent and small. Over time, Dorothy's health improved while Linda became more withdrawn and unhappy. The reality is that living with a child after 70 can either strengthen your family bond or gradually diminish your sense of dignity. It all depends on how clear the expectations are. Families who openly discuss financial contributions, daily routines, and boundaries tend to thrive, while those who avoid these conversations often struggle with misunderstandings and resentment. Ask yourself, if you were to live with your son or daughter, would they truly listen to your preferences? Would they respect your need for privacy and involve you in decisions that affect your life? Or would you feel managed and overlooked? The good news is that with the right planning, living with an adult child can offer security, daily companionship, and a built-in support system for emergencies. It can also give your children peace of mind knowing you are nearby. If you choose this path, make sure to set rules together. Write down agreements if needed and remind each other that love and respect must go both ways. The second option to consider is living with a supportive spouse or longtime partner. Many people choose to live with a spouse or partner after 70, someone who truly shares your rhythm in life. This is not just about romance or routine. It's about having a companion who understands your health needs, routines, and the ups and downs of daily life in a way that no one else can. Research has shown that couples who live together in later years tend to have better emotional health, lower stress, and even stronger physical resilience. Take Harold and George, for example, both 74 years old. Harold still lives with his wife of 50 years. They share meals, remind each other about medications, and face the challenges of aging with patience and humor. George, on the other hand, lost his wife a few years ago and has never considered living with anyone else. He manages on his own, but loneliness is starting to take a toll. His meals are irregular, and his days feel longer and more difficult. Harold's steady companionship keeps his mind sharp and his heart strong, while George's isolation is slowly wearing him down. Living with a partner at this stage is not just comforting, it's protective. A spouse or longtime companion can help identify early warning signs in your health, provide immediate help in emergencies, and offer daily encouragement when you need it most. This doesn't mean every couple finds it easy. Many older couples struggle with issues like money, routines, or even clashing habits after retirement. However, couples who make intentional agreements about shared responsibilities, finances, and boundaries tend to fare much better. Ask yourself, do you have someone by your side who notices when your appetite changes, when your balance feels off, or when you seem more tired than usual? Do you have someone you can talk to openly about your fears, hopes, and the small joys of daily life? If the answer is yes, living with that person could be the most stabilizing choice you can make. The good news is that if you don't yet have such a person, you can still seek companionship through later life partnerships, senior dating communities, or even rekindled friendships. Whether through marriage, partnership, or committed companionship, living with someone who truly shares your journey can be one of the most powerful ways to protect both your health and dignity as the years go on. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment. Number 2. below to let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you now. Let's move forward. Number 3, to like-minded friend or peer roommate. Not everyone wants to live with family, and not everyone has a partner still by their side. That's why some older adults find great joy and stability in living with a friend or peer roommate. This choice might seem unusual to some, but it can be one of the wisest decisions you make after 70. Consider Charles and Edward, both 72 years old. Charles chose to share a home with his lifelong friend. They split expenses, take turns with household chores, and enjoy daily conversations that keep them mentally sharp. Their companionship helps keep loneliness at bay and provides mutual accountability. Edward, on the other hand, lives alone in a quiet house. At first, he enjoyed the solitude, but as the years passed, the silence became overwhelming. Managing health appointments on his own felt exhausting, and small household problems became bigger burdens. While Charles thrives on connection and support, Edward is slowly weighed down by isolation. Living with a peer roommate offers more than just financial relief. Living with a friend or peer roommate offers much more than just financial relief. It provides daily human interaction, laughter, and the comfort of knowing someone is nearby in case of an emergency. It also promotes healthy habits. When you have a friend by your side, you're more likely to cook meals, stay active, and stick to your routines. Ask yourself, is there someone in your circle who shares your values, your pace of life, and respects your privacy? Could you see yourself creating a household where companionship and mutual support are the foundation? The good news is that living with a friend doesn't mean sacrificing your independence. With clear agreements about bills, chores, quiet time, and personal boundaries, it can actually enhance your sense of freedom while keeping you socially engaged. More and more seniors are choosing this path, not out of necessity, but because they want to. For many, it has turned out to be one of the most rewarding decisions of their later years. Now, let's move on to number 4, a multi-generational family setup. One of the most time-honored ways to live after 70 is to join a multi-generational household, which means living under the same roof with your children and grandchildren. For some, it may feel crowded, but for many, it brings energy, purpose, and a renewed sense of belonging. Consider Alice and Ruth, both 76 years old. Alice lives with her daughter's family. She has her own room and quiet space, but also enjoys the laughter of her grandchildren, helps with small tasks, and shares family meals. This daily rhythm keeps her spirits high and gives her a sense of being needed. Ruth, on the other hand, lives alone in a quiet apartment. Her family visits occasionally, but most days are spent in silence. She misses the sound of children, the warmth of family dinners, and the feeling of being part of daily life. While Alice feels energized and connected, Ruth feels forgotten and increasingly isolated. Living in a multi-generational household has been shown to benefit both the elderly and the family unit as a whole. Children grow up with stories, traditions, and guidance, while parents receive support in raising their children. Elders benefit from the daily activity that keeps their minds sharp and their hearts full. The key to success is balance. Elders need their own space for rest and privacy, and families must agree on boundaries to ensure no one feels overwhelmed. Ask yourself, would living with your children and grandchildren give you the joy of connection, while still allowing for peace when you need it? Could you share wisdom and light responsibilities without feeling overburdened? The good news is that, when done with mutual respect, multi-generational living can help prevent loneliness, keep traditions alive, and provide a safety net of daily care. It can also ease financial stress for everyone in the household. More importantly, it turns aging into a shared journey, rather than a solitary struggle. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating great content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move on to number 5, a trusted caregiver or companion. As we age, there may come a time when the best person to live with isn't family or friends, but a trusted caregiver or companion. This doesn't mean giving up your independence. It means ensuring your safety and dignity with the right support. Consider Thomas and William, both 82 years old. Thomas decided to hire a live-in caregiver after noticing that cooking, bathing, and managing medications were becoming more difficult. His caregiver was carefully selected, someone reliable and respectful, trained to help without taking over his life. With this support, Thomas stayed in his home, continued enjoying visits with friends, and felt secure knowing help was always nearby. William, on the other hand, tried to manage everything on his own. At first, he was fine, but small mistakes like forgetting meals or skipping medication started to add up. One day, a minor fall left him shaken and weak. Without anyone living with him, his recovery was slow and lonely. Thomas's choice gave him stability and peace of mind, while William's choice left him vulnerable. Living with a caregiver or companion can be one of the wisest decisions if your health challenges are increasing. It can prevent emergencies, reduce stress for your family, and allow you to focus on the parts of life you still enjoy. Of course, trust is essential. A caregiver should be thoroughly vetted with references checked and boundaries clearly set. Money management and safety measures should also be in place to protect against any misuse of trust. Ask yourself, do you feel safe managing your daily needs alone, or would a reliable companion make life more comfortable and secure? Could having someone nearby allow you to relax and enjoy your days without constant worry? The good news is that today there are many options, from professional caregivers to companions who simply share daily life with you. With careful consideration and choice, you can create an arrangement where you feel supported, respected, and still in control of your life. For many, this is the final step that allows them to age with dignity, surrounded not by fear, but by steady hands and a kind presence. Final thoughts: now that you've heard about these 5 types of people you might choose to live with after 70, take a moment to reflect on your own life. Are you surrounded by support, companionship, and respect, or do you feel the weight of loneliness and uncertainty? The truth is, who you choose to live with is one of the most powerful decisions you can make at this stage of life. It affects not only your health and safety, but also your sense of independence and dignity. The good news is that none of these options are set in stone. Whether it's a spouse, an adult child, a trusted friend, a multi-generational family, or a caregiver, you can make adjustments to better fit your needs today and in the future. Think carefully about what matters most to you. Do you value companionship above all? Do you need steady medical support? Do you want to hear the laughter of children in your home? Or do you crave the steady presence of a partner? There is no one-size-fits-all answer, just the choice that brings you peace of mind and allows you to live with confidence. Your future isn't just about how many years you have left, but how you spend them. With the right living arrangement, you can protect your health, preserve your independence, and continue to share joy and wisdom with those around you. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share. Reading your comments motivates and encourages us. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.